there's going to be a very nice free offer at the end, no strings attached, that I think you'll get excited about. Now, I've got to warn you, marketing is hand-to-hand combat. It's daily. You've got to work on, that day trading attention. How do you draw attention to yourself that's positive? But I always like to have, when we work with clients, a good starting point. All right. And what I suggest that you do is take a screenshot of this, or if you've got a phone, go ahead and hit this QR code and take this quick marketing quiz. Takes about 2 minutes to take. It's got a great report. And if you don't have the time right now, just write down this link. It's up 24/7, so you can do it afterwards. Now, this slide will be up at the end again, so you can take it then. But it'll give you a good snapshot of where you're at right now. Plus, there's some great resources at the end of that also. So I would encourage you at some point today, make sure you take this test. All right. Okay. From there, one of the things that we get all the time in talking with potential clients and so forth is we get this thing that they always say, marketing makes my brain hurt. And it's so true. It can get overwhelming, and people just get frustrated real quickly. Sometimes it just feels like nothing's happening. You're walking in place. Nothing seems to be going on. So my question to you is, are you making any progress? Well, don't worry about it. We're going to give you some tools to give you a jump start and get you maybe a little bit ahead of your competition in a lot of different areas today. All right. But before we get there, in the social media side of it, I want to talk a little bit about this thing called marketing. I mean, we're always struggling to stand out from the crowd. All right. But you're going to be surprised when somebody calls you out of the blue. We call it a bluebird. They've already done a lot of research on you, and they know more about you, because here's what happens. They're going to see you before you see them. They're going to hear us before we see them, and they're actually going to know us before we see them. And if they call you or they reach out via email or however, you've already built trust in their mind. They feel that you're competent to solve their problem. And that's really the key element. And we'll talk about how to build a lot of that trust today as well. All right. So just so you know, we're living in this attention-driven economy. Most people don't realize you're getting inundated with 5,000 different kinds of things every single day. Now, your brain deletes most of it because it's irrelevant to you and what you're thinking about. But we're day trading inattention. We've got to get something out there to draw attention to me and what I'm doing in my company every day if possible. Now, it's not easy. It's a constant battle. It's an always, a changing moment. But when you have a strategy or a plan, it makes it a little bit easier to go. Because ultimately what we want to do is stand out from everybody else. Be different and draw attention to us. Okay. So your reach back in the Stone Age, according to my kids, used to be the newspaper, TV, and radio as the traditional way to get, attention to yourself. Now it's this little device that we all have in our pocket called the smartphone, which is really our remote control for our lives. It controls what comes into our life and really what goes out of it. So, but it also too has a lot of great tools to broadcast your message and your story about your company, from blogs to podcasts, to YouTube and even search engines such as Google. Okay. So from there, here's the great part about this. Would you believe there's over 5,000 marketing technology tools that you can use to market your business? A little overwhelming, is it not? I know even for me, the MarTech industry has gotten crazy. So if you think you're confused, how do you think your customers feel about navigating how to find you and really get their problem solved? So, what we really want to do is get them on a path to becoming a customer so that you can build trust with them. Get them rolling down the road from a prospect to a customer. And we can talk about a customer journey at another time, but basically, this is a good starting point to build awareness. Okay. So, one of the things that we've discovered over the years is there's what we call a process that needs to happen in order to make marketing effective. It's a 1 to 7 step process that you can't skip or mix them up. It all has to follow in sequence. And part of that is stage one, building a foundation. And it's 3 parts of